Good day to all of you. Greetings to all you, my partners. Please put one in the chat box if you can hear me well. And put one as well if you can see me well. Okay, great. I think that we can start. Well, welcome and greetings to you once again. I'm giving regards to you from Colombia as I am in Latin America. Came here to support our team in Latin America that will participate in our Summit 2021. Therefore, all those people who watch our webinar from Europe, my regards, including partners in the Russian region, Australian region. Hello to all of you. Good day or good evening. Greetings to the world of Evorich as I'm privileged to be together with you and share this important information about the bonus plan. I know that unfortunately, many leaders do not know how they can earn through our project. Therefore, today's training, I'm going to host Giovanni De Rose. Please be attentive and take notes of everything I will tell you, as I'm sure that many people who create their structures, their networks, they make mistakes. Whereas this presentation will explain to you how to build your network. And I appeal in particular to our newcomers, but not only, also to those who want to make their earning together with us and change their life. Well, if you still don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Giovanni De Rose. I am from Italy. I'm 52 years of age. I'm a representative of the Leadership Council, president of the Evorich Affiliate Program, a member of our Ambassadors Council, together with Emanuele Baroni. I'm a certified master of I'm a certified coach of the Master Profit Training course, host of the game Genius of Finance, and member of the Association Generals of the World for Peace. And I've also become an international speaker as have been working in this company for quite a long time. Well, what to expect today from my training? From my training, average bonus plan. But before I come back to the topic of our today's training, I'd like to have a few minutes to explain and tell you who I am. As I said before, I joined this company by meeting a person on Facebook. And in October 2016, this person invited me to participate in the project. And at first, I didn't want to meet this company at all to get to know it. But a few months after, I decided to meet Pedro and Alsu actually suggested this project, offered this project. And since then, it took me a few months to make up my mind finally. And after the first training course, Master Profi, I took under the guidance of our CEO, Andrey Havratov, I realized that this project is my life. I started my training, took different training courses, and to become successful in this company, you must study and study a lot. And from the very beginning, I started to study all those topics and all those projects. And I fell in love with the first project. And the most appealing part was the openness and transparency of our CEO. And you know, when I took his courses, I realized that I'm in the right place. When Andrey Havratov said, "You will change your life, you will become a successful person, and you will understand how you can easily turn $1 into a million." And you know, I was hooked by this phrase, as by that time I had some experience in network marketing, and I thought that more or less it's similar to what the rich people say when they have millions in their pockets and they try to lure you, and then you get into pyramid scam business. But at that point I was hooked up by that statement of Andrei. And you know, today this I have gained a lot of experience, and this is the goal of my life, the purpose of my life, as Evorich transformed my life. And now let's have a look how you can change your lives. It is possible through our bonus plan. Look, there is some glossary or vocabulary you may come across in our bonus plan. And here there is the detailed definition of each concept of each term. Therefore, I do encourage you to make a print screen, a screenshot of this slide, and then when gradually you study the bonus plan, you will better understand of each term and concepts in the plan. I do advise you to study this glossary a lot, as the marketing plan is very important for the company, as it makes us earn our money. And I'm sure that most of you want to make money, and there are a lot of opportunities to do it. And over time, you will realize it if you are only a newcomer to this company. You know, at least there are 4 or 5 opportunities or streams of income, whereas the marketing plan or bonus plan is the one which ensures our receipt of continuous or stable income, as well as influence it, and your earning is always increasing. As you know, the network grows up, and all those people that will be recruited, and they in their turn will recruit others, and therefore the network will expand and your earning will increase. And in my structure, I have 90,000 people located in 90 countries of the world, although I started from scratch. And as you see, this system is very functional and it can bring you to your big goals and achievements. Well, what does our partnership program offer? Firstly, this is a good opportunity to get an extra income that sometime after may even exceed your main stream of income. As well, we are open to transparent and mutually beneficial cooperation, and we'll be really happy to see you as our affiliate. You will study and you will understand that the bonus plan opens up a lot of doors. And in addition to that, the affiliate program has 2 ranks and 8 statuses. Therefore, let's start with the first two. The first one is the rank of a user. Next slide, please. User. Who is a user? A user is the one who makes up his mind to register with the company. He or she may register for free. You see, zero personal investment. And as soon as he is registered and verified, and as soon as he has submitted all the relevant documents, your passport, so those documents requested by the system to go through the process of verification. And the earning of the user is, as you see, we are almost the only company that enables people to earn without any investments. And in the right hand corner, you see all those bonuses received. Line number one, the earning is 5%, the second one 3%. So what is level number one? The first down line is your direct customers. You register in your first down line below you. You earn 5% here. And the second down line, the reward is 3%, and the third down line is 2%. And you see that the company outright offers opportunity to everyone. Therefore, I do encourage you to promote this project, and in particular to give a chance to those people who complain about having no money, no opportunities, no free money to make investments. Look, our company offers and gives a chance to make money with no investments. So the first rank is a user. You are to register many people, all your friends, all your relatives. You must bring them all to our project. Next rank is a client. Well, what is the difference between a user and a client? You see that a person can advance to a rank of a client through his personal investment of 10 US dollars. And my advice is the following. I always advise the people to buy VIP club subscription fee worth 10 US dollars, as then you get a lot of bonuses offered by this club. You get access to training, to all those webinars run by our company, but there is also another difference. In the table, in the right-hand corner, you can see that a client is the one who has gone through verification, completed the profile in his back office, and he can earn more compared to a user. And look, 532% are the earnings of a user, whereas the client earns 6% from his first downline, 4% from his second downline, 3% from the third downline, and there is another stream or another opportunity opened up, and that is downline number 4, and he earns 2% here. And look, you get this only through investing 10 US dollars. Therefore, two ranks, such as a user and a client, can make an earning, but unfortunately, they cannot withdraw this money. Why? Because the company provides an opportunity to withdraw your money only as soon as you advance to a rank of a partner. You may earn these bonuses, but spend them only inside our system. Therefore, you may buy products offered by our company For instance, Cryptounit website, UGPay website, you may spend your bonuses and make money. If you register in UGPay, you will earn 6% from your first downline, meaning if you make the purchase of the relevant amount, if any person makes a purchase, and you get 6% of his total payment. And we have other products such as you gain legal policy and a lot of other training courses you can find in the Academy of Private Investor, and all your earnings bonuses could be spent in our back office. And please remember that you can make earning through all those projects available in our back office. After these two ranks of a user and a client accordingly, let's have a look at the statuses of building your career. The first status is, please meanwhile, put one in the chat box if you can see me clear and loud, and if you understand everything I'm talking about. Hopefully, all the chats are fine and clear, and I can proceed. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Marshall. And here you see the first status. And that is the first step to your success. A status of a partner. A partner is the one who invests already $50, and in addition to that, he should have a client with at least $50 investments, and a client is the one who is registered and makes a personal investment of $10. But for you to become a partner, your client must invest $50, and you personally must have the personal investment of at least 50 units. And therefore, if you meet all these terms and conditions and criteria, you advance to a status a partner. It's very important to get this status. Why? As you see in the right hand corner, your earnings change, your commissions change. From 6, you start earning 7% in your first downline. From 4, you increase to 5% in your second downline. Then in the third downline, you earn 4. In the fourth downline, 3. And there is another additional level opened for you, the level number 5, and you earn 2% here. All those partners you have in your structure in downline 5 down, you earn 2%. And look, this is a new bonus plan that has been in effect after October 2020. And with a status of a partner, your earnings are quite substantial, by the way. And what do I need to have? First of all, to verify my account, and as a partner, you must invest at least 50 units. This is your personal investments. And since then, you may withdraw your bonuses from your back office. By investing only $50, you can withdraw money, because if you remember, in the previous ranks of a user and a client respectively, you didn't have this chance. Well, the next status after the partner is an agent. Agent gives you a possibility to get a lot of benefits. You know, when I started promoting along the career ladder in the company, afterwards I will tell you how long it took me to become the president in the company, but I can tell you right away that a person who wants to get his success must be good at understanding the bonus plan and have the network development strategy designed. Because if you place the people in your structure in a proper way, you can earn really a lot. Well, the next status is an agent. Let's come back to it. If an agent has a partner with the personal investments of at least 20 units, before you were a partner, and here you need to increase your investments to pay another 150, because your total personal investments must be at least 200 units. You can buy any project in our company worth 200 units. And please don't forget that you don't need to pay every time 200 units. So you simply pay in addition what is missing to make up 200. And you must have two partners with the personal investments of 200 units each, whereas they in their turn must have at least two clients with 50 units personal investments. And look, here you start getting quite substantial earnings. And please understand and remember that since then you must have at least 4 downlines, so that you have 4 direct clients, and then someone from your direct clients get a status, a rank of an agent, and you may see what will happen when any of them gets a status of an agent, because agents may start their career and you can earn more. You see in this slide the table with the referral bonuses earned by an agent. From downline 1, you earn 8%, compared to a partner who at this level earns only 7%. Then in downline 2, you earn 7%. In level 3, you earn 5%. In level 4, you get 4%. And in level 5, 3%. Therefore, when you get a status of an agent, your referral bonus increases. And you can withdraw your money here as well. And a bit later, I will explain to you how you may withdraw your money. After an agent, I believe that the career in the company starts from a status of an agent. The next one is consultant. And I'm sure that most of you who are present at this webinar, you are consultants. And guys, something incredible, unbelievable happens here, as since you are consultants, you start earning from your down. You start earning a distributed percent. I will tell you how you can get it, as this is the gold mining well. A bit later, I will explain how to get this money. But to become a consultant, your personal investment should be at least 500. Before that, in the previous status, your personal investment was 200 and the missing amount is 300. And in addition to that, you must have 4 agents in your structure, 4 lines and 4 agents. Or the company will give you the possibility, if you want, your 4 agents in your first downline, or you may have 2 agents in your downline 2 or 3, but they must be in different lines. But at least you must have 4 levels, including at least two agents in your first downline. Altogether, there should be at least 4 levels and at least 2 agents recruited directly by you, meaning registered in your first downline. And as soon as you start earning, you can withdraw your bonuses. And which referral bonus do you get as a consultant? Downline 1, your earning is 8%, downline 2, 8%, downline 3, 5%, downline 4, 4%, and in downline 5, you earn 3%. And you see that there is a change to a bonus in level 2. But there is one important thing to remember. Here, you are provided level number 6 that will allow you to earn down to infinity from 2 to 4%. What does this mean? Next slide, please. I will explain it here. Here, I'd like to give you an example, and it explains the earning from the down. This is an example of a consultant. From his downline 6, he earns 2%. And as you see in the left-hand corner, we have level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you see that the percentage is similar to other statuses, 8, 8, 5, 4, and 3 accordingly. And whereas from downline 6, you earn 2%. And actually, your level 6 allows you to earn from your down to infinity. You are, as a consultant, from your downline 6, will earn 2% to infinity down. Why? Because between you and level 7, there are no consultants. You have a consultant only in line 6. Why am I giving this example to you? Why do you see that, for instance, in line 12, your earning makes up 0? Look, let's assume that in line 6, there is the consultant, whereas in line 7, you will earn 2%. In line 8, again, 2%. And in a similar way, line 9, 10, 11, starting from 6 to 11 downline, your earning will be 2%. And please understand this. Why did I put downline 12 with 0%? What does it mean? It means that downline 12, it means that this is line 6 for your consultant in your downline 6, meaning that his downline 6 will enable him to earn 2%, 2% from the down. In case the system pays out 2% to your consultant from your downline 2 to downline 12, you earn 0, as you have the status of a consultant, and there is no distributed percent having the same status from your downline 12. You earn nothing. As soon as you get a person in downline 6 with the same status as you are, you cannot earn anything from your downline 12. Therefore, it's very important to design a proper strategy of your network development to earn properly. You see that downline 6 to downline 11, I earn 2%, whereas from downline 12, 0, as I have a consultant in downline 6.
So later I will tell you what's going to happen with the allocated commission, but meanwhile I would like to switch on the slides in all the rooms. Now let's take a look. How can you make money from the 12th line thanks to our bonus plan? What kind of conditions you have to meet in order to be able to make money from the 12th line from the consultant? So let's go on to the next slide in the Italian room as well. Perfect. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, the consultant who makes 2% from the sixth line, in order to increase their income, what should they do? They need to have a consultant in their first line. In other words, the person that they personally attracted will be in their first line. Therefore, their commission will go from 2 to 2.5%. So if you make 2.5% and your consultant, which is in your sixth line, also is in the sixth line, you from your 12th line will get 0.5%. So by getting a consultant in your first line, you increase your income. What if you have two consultants in your first line? Then your income gets to 3% in units. And here in your 12th line, you get 1%. So 3 minus 1 is 2%. 2% is the consultant's earnings from the first sixth line, and you get the allocated commission of 1%. If you have three consultants in your first line, and that's why it's very important to work for your structure. So when I told you in the very beginning that at least four people is that many you have to have in your first line, people who are willing to work, people who want to build their career, and thanks to them, you will be building your career. So with three consultants in your first line, you will get 3.5% plus take 3.5% minus 2% from your consultant in the sixth line, you get 1.5%. You might think that it is not so much. Like, what are you talking about? 1%, 1.5%. But believe me, when you have 1,000 people in your structure, you will be amazed what kind of money you can make, because it is from your sixth line that you get most of your money when you become presidents. So you will be interested in working with your depth. This is my advice to you. Please find four persons in your first line who are willing to work. And as soon as you receive your fourth consultant in your first line, you start receiving 4% in your 12th line. 4 minus 2%, which is the earnings of the consultant in your sixth line, you get 2 extra percent from your 12th line. So what is our next status? It's manager. Let's go to the next slide. And let's take a look. How can you become a manager? So first of all, could you please go back one slide because it's leader manager here? So you need to have two consultants in your first line. So we have a problem in the Italian chat because not all of the slides are switched in a timely manner. So guys, if you have two consultants in your first line and two consultants in depth. In other words, two people who became consultants in your second, third, fourth line, you become a manager. But do not forget one more condition here for you to get that status, which is a personal investment of 1,000 units. So you have to add 500 units more. And guys, when you start growing up the career ladder, remember that you started for free as a user, and then you become a client by investing $10, and you start making money. Believe me, referral bonuses are quite hefty. And here you can make a personal investment and become a manager. On the right, you can see the referral bonuses of the manager. And here we have some changes that pertain only to the sixth level and to infinity. Нормально. So, and those bonuses are way higher than if compared to the rank of consultant. And guys, very few companies offer such bonuses. If you do not buy companies' products, if you do not invest, you lose quite a lot. Do not forget that here, if you get your status, that status stays with you forever. The only caveat here that I have to make regarding the ranks, and I will tell you later about it. So, what I wanted to tell you here is that you should not invest every single month to keep your rank of manager. The first five levels are the same for everyone. And then from the sixth level, managers start making from 4 to 6.5%. And you can see that the consultant received from 2 to 4%, whereas manager receives from 4 to 6.5%. So the system that allows us to grow from consultant to manager is based on four levels: two direct clients and two in depth. So let's proceed with the slides in all the rooms. Good. And let's take a look at the earnings of a manager from their structure. Here it is very important to build your structure in a correct way. You must have seen what happened to the rank of consultant. If you're a manager and in your sixth line you have another manager with the same rank as you are, up to level 11, including level 11, you will be making 4%. But if you want to grow, if you want to receive more, 6.5%, then you need to have a manager in your first line. And if you do have a manager in your first line, then instead of making 4%, you make 5% with two managers in your first line. You make 5.5%. A third manager gives you 6%, and a fourth manager in your first line gives you 6.5%. And by meeting those requirements, you become a leader manager and start earning 6.5% from your sixth level to infinity. And this is a very important step because that's where you start understanding how to make good money from your sixth line to infinity. Therefore, we can safely say here that with the status of manager, a very important journey begins. As soon as you become a manager, For you to retain your status, you have to take a test, our training course. And when you take that test, your score needs to be at least 55%. Remember, if you participated in the marathon MLCI 260, it is there that our students received their assignments. And if their score was 55% or higher, they were considered to have successfully passed that test. Of course, our education will not take 8 months, but you will have to take the test after taking the course. If your score is 55%, then you retain your status and continue receiving the bonuses under the current marketing plan as manager. If you fail to pass that test at 55% score, then you will be automatically downgraded to consultant. But I'm more than sure that all of you will successfully pass the test. In other words, will pass it with flying colors. But I'm sure that, again, nobody will fail and you will always make more and more money. If this part is clear to you, please give me a 2 in the chat. I want you to be positive, active. I want you to be in the right mood. I don't want you to make a mistake. I don't want you to put your hands down just because you didn't read the marketing plan attentively and made a lot of mistakes. I want you all to be ready and understand every single detail. Now, let's proceed to the next slide. And here you can see one more status. First of all, it's the leader manager status. Here, I can already give you a whole lecture. When I invite Andrey to my events, he always says, Giovanni achieved the rank of leader manager in 20 days, and that's because when I do something, I give my best. And in March 2017, in 20 days, I became a leader manager. And to become a leader manager, you know what my advice to you is? Conduct a lot of presentations. When I became a manager, back then I had 10 rendezvous a day. So if you repeat and do the same and conduct 10 rendezvous, today it's way easier to do than it was before. You can do it using Zoom. You can invite 20, 30, 40 people at the same time and make 2, 3 Zooms with a lot of people attending. You will be interacting with people. You will be explaining everything to them. And you will make very good use of even 1 hour. The more rendezvous you have, the bigger your success and the bigger your result. This is, it is very important here to, I repeat, conducting as many presentations as possible and inviting as many people as possible. And now let's look into the status of leader manager. The first condition here is your personal investment in the amount of $2,500. At first you invested $1,000 and now you have to pay 1,500 more. You can buy a company project, a training course, a package, World CRU package, digital guarantees, doesn't matter. All the units that you spend in our back office will count towards your personal investments. And I call our project like a huge trading center, which offers a big variety of products. And I think that many of you participated in our presentations. You see that our products are growing, the numbers are growing, and the choice gets bigger and bigger. And here, you need to imagine that you are co-owners of that big trading center in which there are a lot of different projects, and we are all co-owners of those projects, which is the most interesting part. And for that, I'm thankful to our CEO, because all of it helps us fall in love even more with our company. And each of us pick what they like. It can be you gain, digital guarantees, or legal policy. Every person can find a project to their liking. And if you're just at the beginning of your journey and you feel it a loss or lost, don't be afraid. You will be able to check everything there is to check and then develop your own strategy. My biggest advice to you is to choose what you like most. But do not forget that all of our projects are important. So, if possible, participate in all of them, because all of it will allow you to build your career. So, 2,000 and a half of personal investments, two direct managers. By direct, I mean two managers in your first line, and then two managers in your second, third, fourth line. And if possible, and you get four managers in your first line, that's even better. This is indeed will eventually bring you to your success. Now let's move to the referral bonuses. Here, uh, it's everything the way it was to be. It used to be. The only exception is that we're making now quite a lot of money from the sixth line to infinity, from 6.5% to 8%. Again, I repeat, these figures might seem insignificant to you, but this is not so. Because when you have lots of partners in your sixth line and deeper, you will notice the difference and you will see that this is quite a serious percentage. Let's see how you can make money from your sixth level. Let's change the slides in all of the rooms. For you to be making money in the amount of 6.5 to 8%, you need to have a leader manager in your first line. That's when you get 7%. If you get a second leader manager in your first line, you start making 7.3%. With a third leader manager in your first line, you start getting 7.6%, and you get 8% if you bring in a fourth leader manager to your first line. But do not forget that there is a caveat here. An obligatory condition for you to retain your status and earnings, a leader manager has to take the test and pass it with at least 55% score. This is an annual test, and if unfortunately for some reason you fail the test, then you will be automatically downgraded to manager. But in any case, you will have time to take that test again, and receive your qualification. So don't be afraid. Nobody's gonna take something from you that you work so hard to get. Let's move on to the next status and see what do we have here. Top manager. Guys, I'm sorry for the executive on the slide. It should be top manager, so don't mind it, okay? So here at the level of top manager, people become can become part of our ambassadors council. They become part of our decision-making authorities, along our great Andrey, Havratov, together with our strategic department, Dragosh, Andrew, Mila, Armand. And here you can sit at the same table with our top ranking leaders. And don't forget that that's where you can become part of our ambassadors council. Also, here you need to have two leader managers in your first line, two leader managers in your second, third, or fourth line, and your personal investment should be as high as 5,000 units. You can see that over time you start making more and more money, therefore, you can increase your investments. In this rank, you will just have to pay $2,500 more. As for the referral bonus, it starts growing, starting from the sixth line, and you get from 8 to 9%. Let's see how it can be implemented in practice. And let's change the slides too in all of the rooms. In order to increase your earnings, you need to have at least one top manager in your first line. You get 8.5%, or you you need two top managers in your first line, and then you start getting 9% from your 12th line. As soon as we get two top managers in our first line, you know what happens? Immediately, we become vice presidents and start receiving 9% from the sixth level to infinity. And don't forget about our obligatory condition, which is passing the test with more than a 55% score in order to retain your status and earnings. Therefore, if you do not pass the test for any reason, you will always be able to retake that test again. Otherwise, you will be losing your extra earnings. Now let's take a look at two very important statuses in our company. Those are the statuses that help you make quite a lot of money. Let's change the slides, and over here you can see the status of the vice president. Here it is sufficient for you to have two top managers in your first line and an investment equal to $10,000. And here your commission starts growing from the sixth line and lower from 9 to 10%. It can be from 9 to 10%, and it grows from 8% to 9% compared to the level of top manager. But again, let's take a look at the next slide, how to make that much money from your sixth level to infinity. Let's not also forget that here you also have to take the test once a year to confirm your status. And in your first line, you need to have one vice president, then you will be making 9.5%. And if you want to earn more, like make 10%, in this case, you need to bring into your first line two vice presidents. Two vice presidents will help you become a president and start making 10% from your sixth level to infinity. Let's take a look together at all those bonuses that a president can get. You know, when I became a president in September 2019, I thought that as soon as I achieve this status, I will simply rest on my laurels, take a break, and that's it. But that was far from being so. And let's switch the slides in all the rooms, including the Italian room as well. So when I became a president, unfortunately, I couldn't give myself a rest. So what I started doing, started working even harder, and I started developing new areas and going even to higher levels. And I decided not to dwell on my first, second, fifth level. I started creating new levels because being a president, from your sixth line, you start earning 10%. And here I recommend to all of the partners, to all of our statuses and ranks, adding new levels, because new levels means more earnings. Because if all of a sudden one of your lines do not perform, if it happens that from out of 5 lines only 4 lines work, they will still help you build your career. It will be sufficient. And if you have just 3 active lines, you have 4 but only 3 working lines, you will never become a president. Or you might become one, but it's going to be way too difficult. Therefore, I'd like to repeat myself. You need to have 2 vice presidents in your first line and a personal investment of $15,000 to become a president. And you can see that starting from the sixth line, you start making 10% up to 12% in depth. And I would like to tell you that this is quite a huge result. And when you see that what happens in your sixth line, seventh line, and lower, you will be simply pleasantly amazed.
And you will understand why it's important to develop your line 6, 7, and remember at least one registration every day, at least one person to be registered in a day. And all this will expand your earnings for 5 people. And we need duplication if you want to increase your earning. Please remember about those people who are in your structures. You must support, help, invest your time in them. Always be in touch with them to be able to help. And one more important thing to remember, you are the people who are a part of this project. You are co owners, but at the same time, you work for your own benefit. You are self employed. Each person in your structure, you have to support them as in case this person is a part of a different structure. This is a small brick that is a part of your solid foundation. If a person asks you some questions or asks for help, please share this information. Help them. As many people are in contact with me and they are happy and fortunate, as at present we are developing an incredible, fantastic project that will help the entire world. We create the history, and none of you may leave people behind. Please help everyone. And if someone doesn't follow you because he doesn't believe in the project, or he or she is in complicated situation, they believe that we don't keep our promises, try to take their hands and walk together with them along this journey. So keep them informed about the updates of our projects. So never never leave them behind, because when you are the new president, you have in your family. As I said to you before, in my structure, I have over 70,000 people. They are all my family members. So please follow my example. When you get to a status of a president, you must work even harder than before, because this project will involve you more and more. Next slide, please. Our presidents may increase their earnings. For instance, the president, who in his first line has no president, he has a common structure. He earns 8% from his level 1, 5% from level 3. But let's suppose that in my line 6, I have an agent, line 7 partner, and line 8 user. And please remember that in your first line, you must have 2 vice presidents. Look. If you design your structure in a good way, what is your earning from level 6? This is an example that we took or provided for you. And in a similar way, you may do this estimate for leader manager or any other status. Look, when you, from your downline 6, start earning 10%, I will earn from downline 6 down. But don't forget that level 7, it is the downline for my line first. And here I earn the distributed income, meaning 9%. Starting from level 7, I will earn 1% only. Why? Because this system 10 minus 9 makes up 1%, as my vice president will earn 9% earned from his downline 6. But in downline 8, in my second downline, I have a top manager, and this line will be his 6th. He earns 8%, meaning 10 minus 8, and it makes up 2, and so on and so forth. So the system should pay out the relevant percentage to each rank. In my downline 2, I will get 2%, the vice presidents of the first level 1%, and 1% will be paid out to me as the president. As you see, in level 7, I earn 1%. The same happens to level 8. And in this case, it's level 6. Top manager in the second line will get a difference between me and his rank, and I will always earn the distributed percentage between me and my vice president. And I know that everyone earns from level 6, but it's not the percentage, the pure percentage, but it is the distributed percentage, distributed between you and those people in your downlines. Therefore, from level 9 down, if my structure remains as this one, I will earn 1% to infinity. The system is designed in such a way that it distributes your percentage to be earned between you and your statuses you have in your structure. If you have a president in your first downline, look, if you have a president in your first downline, then you earn 10.5%. But what you see in the left-hand corner, as soon as you get the president in your first downline, your level 7 will be your his sixth level, meaning that you will get 10.5%, that is your earning, minus 10% of his earning, and you get 0.5%. And 0.5% to be earned from your down, as you have the president in your first line. And the same applies if you have the vice president in your first down line. And you continuously will earn 0.5% to infinity from your down. Let's assume and suppose that you have a president in level 6. Then, from this president, as you know, you earn 10% in line 6, and you earn 10% if he invests the relevant amount. But starting from level 6 and down, it will be your level 12, whereas for him it will be level 6. You will earn nothing because the system will distribute in the following way. He is the president, you earns 10, he earns 10, but his earnings start from level 6, and this is your 12th line level, and 10 minus 10 makes up 0. So these are those examples explained here in this slide. Please make print screens of them, as this material is of high importance and requires your deep understanding, as the marketing plan should be very clear to you. And you can this way develop in a proper way your structure down. And I will recap everything you heard today. Here you see the ways to increase our earnings. You get 10.5% in units when you have the first president in your line 1, 11% when you have two presidents in your line 1, 11.5 when you have three presidents in your line 1, and 12% when you have four presidents in your line 1. Next slide, please. And there are two tables. The first one shows the first two ranks, and in general the company distributes 10%, the client earns 15%, the total distribution, the total commissions paid out to each of these ranks in a respectful way. And the second table shows the bonus rewards in percentage. You can make print screens of these slides, and you see that from the rank of a user to the president, column 1, you see the investments from 0 to 15,000, then the lines that highlight your earnings for each status and a rank, and down line 6 is open to consultants and above, where consultants earn from 2 to 4, whereas the presidents earn from 10 to 12%. You must understand clearly and be good at these tables and sheets to be able to explain it to the people in your downline. There is a third table. Let's have a look at it. Downline 6. Here you see the way the bonuses are distributed between the partners starting from level 6 and down. Please watch this webinar once again. Watch these materials and these sheets once again, as this is a summary table for all the ranks. You see the number of percentage earned by all our statuses starting from line 6 and the way it increases along the advancement along the status, in line with the advancement along the status. So from 2 to 4, 10 to 12, they are redistributed in accordance with the number of qualified partners, and only qualified status may get them. Sorry, there was a technical hiccup. I'm staying at the hotel, and therefore there are some challenges with internet connection. So I will repeat it. Please make a print screen of this table, of this slide, and always keep it at your hand. You see that the company distributes 60%, and that is the maintenance of the company. 40% is paid out to the network of the sales, whereas the 60% is invested into the relevant projects, and then we report to you about our investments. Well, dear friends, today I presented to you our marketing bonus plan and explained the strategy of what to do to build your structure, your network. And my advice, the last tip of advice, is to attend all our webinars, train, and use the materials of our webinars in your work. So now change the slide, please. And I do encourage you to take part in our events, both online and offline. I do know that because of the lockdown, we failed to arrange a lot of offline events, but hopefully, and let's keep our fingers crossed that quite soon we will be able to meet again together and celebrate all our important achievements. As you see in your slide, Evorich Summit 2021, that is the background you see in the screen. And now we are going to hold an event that will be kept in memories, and we want to celebrate the second anniversary of Cryptounit program. You see that there are a lot of projects launched, including exchange, blockchain, staking. Everything promised is kept. Quite likely, many of you, a lot of you will ask and or asking a lot of questions, but please remember, when you implement such a large scale project, in your journey you encounter a lot of challenges you didn't expect. But we are a company, a developing company. Therefore, I ask you all to be patient. From the very beginning, we had only one project, and you now see where we grew into. We recruit new personnel. We do our best to help you, and our company grows. Maybe not all were ready for this, but look, guys, Please be patient, and I believe that maximum in 2 months, everything will be ideal. And don't forget that on the 30th of March, we are looking forward to seeing all of you at our Summit 2021. And still today, you enjoy a possibility to buy a ticket to this event by spending $80. So go to the back office and buy the ticket, and please stay with us at this event, because whenever there is a chance to attend the event, this is the time when stars are born. And you have a live example. You have many of them. And actually, I'm very grateful to the person who convinced me and conveyed to me his emotions, his energy, his desire to live and make this life better and better. I'm so grateful to our CEO, and now my structure covers a lot of countries. I am a member of our Ambassadors Council, and I reached very high results, and all this became possible only by my attending the events. Therefore, once again, I do ask you to be patient. If you believe that it's not ideal yet, a little time is needed, and you will see these results in reality. As many people, those who don't believe us, they will be disappointed and upset, as we will pay out substantial dividends. And this is the 11th year. The our school, or this program, this project, was established back in 2011, and everything happens because of our goals, because of our interest. And what is your goal? Do you want to become a president to earn passive income, passive earning? And please don't forget that it is not based on the price of world CIU token or CIU. Your pressure or your goose laying golden eggs is units, your co-ownership, as you participate in Evorich project. And this participation gives you the loyalty bonus, dividends, passive income, as well as reliable and fortunate future of the people who are a part of the great project. Therefore, if you agree to be one unity, you won't care how much World CIU or Cryptounit cost. You will see that we grow, and all this will yield your dividends, your earnings, and it will lead you to success. Thank you very much for your time, for your attention. Quite soon I must go, as there is a flight and we are flying to one town in Colombia. You see, I need to support my team, my structure of Latin America. And here I have my colleagues from Italy together with me. And now, all together, in the end, we will watch the video, the anthem of our company. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Please love this project, because otherwise you cannot be the most important heroes of this project. And please take a picture of the schedule of our webinars, the summary webinars, where we present the information about the news over the previous months, followed up by the closed webinar with the introduction of the investment department news. The third Saturday is the training by ambassadors or project managers for all, and project number And sorry, Saturday number 4 is a training by ambassadors or project managers for ambassadors and local leadership councils. Today, unfortunately, I'm alone and there wasn't a host, but I believe that next time it will be fixed. So once again, I thank you all and say goodbye to you all. Thank you, Evorich and Andrey. Have a good day.